Winter just around the corner, Mod Connor's back again to show just what HTML5 will do for RuneScape 3. But before we unleash him, here's Mod Stead with news on the latest update to the Duel Arena.
The Duel Arena is a place where players can go and duke it out in combat, one-to-one. It's open to members and free players, and it's located northeast of Al-Kharid. And you can teleport there directly using the Ring of Dueling. The entire Duel Arena has been graphically reworked to match the surrounding desert area. It's now a much more fitting place to battle it out with your friends and foes. The new Duel Arena has been designed to complement the lore associated with Het, who's the desert god of physicality and strength. And we played on the idea that the arena was a lost training grounds for the warriors of Het, and it's still being uncovered as part of an archaeological dig. So we've also redesigned the layout of the Duel Arena, and we've brought all of the amenities from the old field hospital inside the arena itself. We've also created a big grand entrance to bring a sense of drama to the area and also aid navigation as well. In order to make space for the new layout, we've had to reduce the number of large arenas to 4, but we've got a new system in place which will mean less queuing and less waiting around for duels. Another cool addition to the Duel Arena is a standalone boxing match arena. So here players can participate in melee-only combat, which means no weapons, and they'll be routed to the spot, so there's nowhere for them to run. So it's even quicker and easier to get into a fight. The Duel Arena is ready. Are you?
HTML5 is coming to RuneScape, and in less than a week, the first group of beta testers will be putting it through its paces. But what's so great about HTML5? Over to you, Mod Connor.
HTML5 is packed with greatness for RuneScape 3, and one of the most immediate improvements players will notice are the graphics. The technology behind HTML5 has allowed us to really push the boundaries. You can see the engine at work when we compare RuneScape to RuneScape 3. Here we can see Canifis. In current RuneScape, the fog is pulled way in, you can't see what's in the distance. You have to rely on that little signpost in the front. In HTML5, the signpost is still there, but you can also see the town. This is there to guide you. It just looks much more beautiful. With all that extra draw distance, we can now do proper skies and weather effects. What you can see here is just outside Al-Kharid. In the current RuneScape, it's far more claustrophobic. What you have in HTML5 is a more open and more expansive desert, and you can see that cloud effect coming in over the distance. You can also see the color palette at work here, which really helps to brighten the place up. So here we are just outside Falador. We have duller colors, the greens and browns. That's all we really have in variation. This is the same area in HTML5, and you can see that variety just come to life. We have yellows and greens, the blues are deeper, we have the whites, we have the sun shining off those whites to really brighten them up. The whole world is far more alive. You can really see how the colours and the graphics pop out at you. Next, let's look at some lighting effects. Here's a video as we walk across Polypore in the game at the moment. This same shot in HTML5, you can see in the distance that the edges of the creatures have that extra little bit of lighting, and it brings a little bit more life into the area, combined with the improved colour and the improved draw distance so you know where you're going. We spent a lot of time on the lighting, and here you can see it in action. And then there's the water, the shadows, and the reflections. Here we have Berthorpe, and it's a great example of those three elements. We have dynamic shadows, we have real-time reflections, we have a whole new water shader. It is a whole new world. HTML5's audio engine has allowed us to bring audio back to the fore. It's the largest improvement we've made ever. Modlord is going to be talking a lot about the audio in RS3 soon, and I promise not to steal his thunder, but it's going to be a real step up. All this great stuff is possible because now you don't have to rely on Java anymore. And with HTML5, you'll be able to play on Chrome and a host of other browsers, like Firefox, for example. Those kinds of advancements in tech mean a much quicker client load time and almost no download. RuneScape 3 is a lot more than moving to HTML5, but it really helps us bring it to life.
Next week, our RuneScape 3 questions are answered in a developer Q&A, and with 3 quest storylines written and ready to go, it's your chance to vote for the quest you want to see next. Representatives of the Pirate, Dwarf and Gnome quests will be along to tell you why you should vote for their storyline. Who wins? You decide.